Dr. Sarah Chen stared at her monitor, fighting the urge to dismiss what she was seeing as another equipment malfunction. The stars were blinking, not twinkling as they normally did through Earth's atmosphere, but methodically vanishing for exactly 2.3 seconds before reappearing. "Run diagnostic sequence 4, she muttered to her cobbled-together system, a Frankenstein's monster of salvaged hospital MRI components, modified smartphone parts, and what had once been a microwave radar module from a junked weather station. The entire setup cost less than her monthly rent, held together with cable ties and optimism. The results came back clean. Again. Sarah leaned back in her chair, the ancient springs protesting as she reached for her cold coffee. The laboratory, if you could dignify the converted garage with that term, hummed with the sound of jury-rigged cooling fans. Her scanner wasn't supposed to be able to detect anything beyond basic atmospheric anomalies. That's what the grant committee had approved it for, at least, before cutting her funding. But there it was again. Another star, vanishing for precisely 2.3 seconds. She cross-referenced the anomaly with publicly available UFO sighting databases, expecting to find nothing. Instead, her screen lit up with correlations. Every blink corresponded with a reported sighting, not just recently, but going back years. The pattern was unmistakable. Sarah's hands trembled as she began typing notes. Either she was documenting humanity's first concrete evidence of alien stealth technology, or she was about to become another crackpot scientist claiming to have found extraterrestrial life. A soft ping from her system interrupted her thoughts. The scanner had detected another anomaly, but this one was different, larger, and closer. Sarah watched as the readings refined themselves, showing something massive passing through low Earth orbit, something that didn't appear on any official tracking systems but left a distinct signature in her jerry-rigged scanner's output. Her phone buzzed. A text from her colleague at NASA. "Check the news. Chinese satellite just got destroyed by unexpected collision with space debris, right where you're looking." Sarah's throat went dry as she pulled up the news. The official story cited mechanical failure, but her scanner told a different tale. Something had been there. Something invisible to every sophisticated tracking system on Earth, but not to her cobbled-together scanner. As if responding to her revelation, her computer screen flickered. The building's power fluctuated. For a moment, Sarah felt the weight of understanding crush the air from her lungs. Her primitive scanner hadn't just detected alien technology. It had detected something the aliens thought was impossible to detect, and now they knew. She had less than an hour to decide. Delete everything and pretend she'd never seen it, or risk everything by sharing her discovery. The ethical choice was clear, but her hands shook as she began uploading encrypted copies of her data to secure servers. As dawn broke over the laboratory, Sarah made one final modification to her scanner design and posted it to an obscure scientific forum. She described it as a hobbyist project for detecting atmospheric anomalies, nothing more. But buried in the technical specifications was everything a clever engineer would need to replicate her discovery. The real question wasn't whether anyone would believe her. The question was, how long until the aliens realized their perfect stealth technology had been undone by parts from a junkyard? Sarah took a deep breath and pressed post. Somewhere above her, invisible to all but her crude scanner, something changed course and began descending toward Earth. Raj Patel had been tinkering with electronics since he was old enough to hold a soldering iron. At 16, he'd already built 3 custom gaming PCs and modified his family's satellite dish to pick up channels from across Asia. But nothing had excited him like the strange atmospheric scanner design he'd found on an obscure scientific forum. The original poster, someone called Durchin, had described it as a hobbyist project. But Raj noticed something odd in the specifications, certain components that seemed unnecessary for atmospheric monitoring, but perfectly suited for quantum interference detection. In his family's garage in Mumbai, surrounded by dismantled TV sets and spare parts, Raj made his first modification. He added a signal amplifier from an old TV antenna, expecting to boost the scanner's range. Instead, he started picking up what seemed like conversations, in languages that definitely weren't from Earth. Across the world, others were making similar discoveries. In Sao Paulo, retired engineer Maria Santos combined the scanner design with repurposed seismic monitoring equipment. She detected regular vibrations deep underground that matched no known geological pattern. When she mapped them, they formed perfect geometric shapes beneath the Amazon rainforest. A college student in Lagos modified his scanner with parts from a broken radio telescope. He began tracking objects moving through the solar system at impossible speeds, following patterns that suggested organized patrol routes. The alien response was immediate but ineffective. Their sophisticated jamming technologies, designed to interfere with military-grade sensors, had no effect on these cobbled-together devices. Each attempt to block the scanners only provided more data for the growing network of civilian scientists to analyze. In Nebraska, a farmer named Jim Cooper attached a scanner to his crop monitoring equipment. He discovered that the mysterious crop circles appearing in his fields were actually landing zones for cloaked alien vessels. He posted detailed readings online, and within days, similar scanners appeared on farms across the Midwest. The breakthrough came from an unexpected source. A group of gaming enthusiasts in South Korea modified their scanners with graphics card arrays, normally used for cryptocurrency mining. They created the first 3D visualization of alien stealth technology in action. The images spread across the internet faster than any censorship could contain them. The aliens, accustomed to dealing with government agencies and military organizations, found themselves facing an unprecedented situation. Their trillion-credit stealth systems were being unraveled by teenagers in garages and retirees in workshops. Sarah Chen watched it all unfold from her hidden laboratory, now relocated to a basement in Seattle. Her simple scanner design had evolved beyond anything she'd imagined, improved by thousands of minds working independently yet together. A message arrived from an anonymous source. The Galactic Council demands immediate cessation of scanner development. Attached were documents proving the existence of alien governance structures that had overseen Earth for centuries. Sarah's response was to release more detailed scanner specifications, including notes on how to detect specific types of alien energy signatures. If the aliens wanted to shut down human innovation, they'd have to stop something far more powerful than technology. They'd have to stop human curiosity itself. As she posted the new designs, reports flooded in from around the globe. A high school science club in Vancouver had detected an alien observation post on the moon. An amateur radio group in Australia had mapped a network of underwater alien bases in the Pacific. The GarageBand revolution wasn't just exposing alien activities, it was demonstrating a fundamental truth about human innovation. Sometimes the most powerful discoveries come not from billion-dollar laboratories, but from ordinary people asking questions no one else thought to ask. And the aliens were beginning to realize that their biggest mistake hadn't been underestimating human technology. It had been underestimating humanity's relentless drive to understand the unknown, one garage experiment at a time. Marcus Wong hadn't meant to discover an alien armada. The amateur astronomer had simply been testing his modified scanner on the asteroid belt, hoping to map the chunks of space rock more accurately than conventional telescopes could manage. His setup, mounted on the roof of his Vancouver apartment building, looked more like a modern art installation than scientific equipment. The first sign that something was wrong came when his readings showed asteroids that moved against orbital mechanics. Then he noticed the patterns, too regular, too organized to be natural. When he adjusted his scanner's quantum sensitivity settings, the truth became clear. The asteroid belt was crawling with cloaked ships. "You need to see this," he typed into the encrypted chat group that had formed around scanner technology. He attached his data files, hands shaking as he hit send. Sarah Chen was the first to respond. Her message was brief. "Don't post anything else. Scrub your equipment. They're not here for us." But it was too late. Across Earth, other amateur astronomers had begun detecting the same anomalies. The alien fleet wasn't preparing for an invasion of Earth. They were running from something. The scanner network revealed more details each hour. The ships were packed with refugees from dozens of alien species. They were hiding in the asteroid belt using advanced stealth technology, believing Earth's primitive civilization would never detect them. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, working from her observatory in Chile, detected encrypted transmissions between the hidden ships. When her modified scanner decoded them, she discovered messages filled with fear. The refugees were fleeing from something they called the Cascade, a wave of technological failures spreading across advanced alien civilizations. Sarah Chen coordinated a global effort to analyze the data. The refugee fleet's stealth systems were failing intermittently, creating patterns that only human scanners could detect. Each failure corresponded with a surge of unusual quantum readings that alien sensors dismissed as background noise. The truth emerged piece by piece. The Cascade wasn't a weapon or a natural phenomenon. It was an unintended consequence of advanced alien technology. Their sophisticated systems, built on principles of quantum manipulation, had begun to create microscopic tears in space-time. The more advanced the technology, the more vulnerable it was to these disruptions. Human scanners, built to work around technological limitations rather than overcome them, were immune to the Cascade's effects. More importantly, they could detect the quantum distortions that preceded each failure. The refugee fleet had chosen Earth's solar system as a shelter because they believed human technology was too primitive to detect them. Instead, they had stumbled upon the one civilization capable of seeing the disaster they were fleeing. Marcus Wong, still monitoring from his rooftop, detected the first signs of the Cascade reaching the solar system. The quantum distortions appeared at the edge of his scanner's range, moving inexorably inward. Sarah Chen called an emergency meeting of the scanner network. Humanity had a choice to make. They could reveal their knowledge to the refugee fleet, offering help but risking alien panic. Or they could keep quiet and watch as the Cascade approached, armed with understanding that even the advanced alien civilizations lacked. The decision was made for them when a cloaked ship, its stealth systems failing, appeared visibly in orbit over Vancouver. Marcus Wong's scanner picked up a transmission, broadcast on all frequencies in perfect English. To the humans who can see us, we know you've been watching. We need your help. The asteroid belt incident wasn't just a discovery of alien refugees. It was the moment humanity realized that sometimes the ability to see a problem matters more than the technology to solve it. Alex Rivera had spent 5 years as a leading console hacker before founding Quantum View Technologies. When scanner technology began spreading across the internet, she saw something nobody else had: the perfect dataset for machine learning. Her startup, operating out of a converted shipping container in San Francisco, began collecting scanner data from around the world. The AI she developed, nicknamed Oracle, was initially designed to predict alien ship movements. It did that perfectly within the first week. Then it started finding patterns nobody had expected. The system's gone crazy, her lead developer announced one morning, staring at streams of data. It's not just tracking ships anymore. It's predicting quantum fluctuations before they happen. Oracle had discovered something fundamental about alien technology: patterns in space-time that even the aliens didn't know existed. The AI, trained on primitive human scanner data, was seeing the universe differently than any advanced alien system ever had. The first acquisition offer came from a supposedly human tech company. Alex recognized the signs. Too much money, too few questions, definitely aliens. She turned them down. The second offer came with threats disguised as legal concerns. She leaked the messages to tech journalists. But Alex wasn't worried about alien interference. She was focused on beating the 3 other startups that had sprung up in Silicon Valley with similar ideas. The race wasn't against alien technology. It was against human competition. In their drive to outperform each other, the companies pushed scanner technology further than anyone had thought possible. Quantum View developed predictive algorithms that could track cloaked ships across light years. Their competitors created interfaces that could visualize higher dimensional space. The aliens watched in horror as human startups, driven by market competition rather than military necessity, began unraveling the fundamental principles of their technology. Each company's innovations were leaked, copied, and improved upon by competitors within days. Oracle's breakthrough came during a routine system upgrade. The AI didn't just predict ship movements, it began predicting the cascade itself. The patterns it discovered suggested that the quantum disruptions weren't random. They followed rules that alien science had missed, but human pattern recognition could see. Alex received a midnight visit from Sarah Chen herself. "Your eye has discovered something the aliens have been missing for millennia," Sarah explained. "Their technology is too precise, too perfect. They never saw the chaos that makes the universe work." The next morning, Alex called an emergency board meeting. Instead of announcing another funding round, she open-sourced Oracle's core algorithms. "Let them try to suppress this," she told her stunned investors. Within hours, variants of Oracle were running on computers worldwide. Teenagers were installing it on gaming rigs. Universities were modifying it for research. Each version found new patterns, new understanding of how the universe really worked. The alien response was unexpected. Instead of trying to shut down Quantum View, they began making genuine offers of collaboration. They had finally realized that human innovation, driven by competition and necessity, had achieved something their advanced civilization had missed. Alex's final move shocked everyone. She declined all alien partnerships and instead launched an accelerator program for human startups working with scanner technology. "The aliens perfected their technology," she told the press. "We're going to perfect innovation itself." The Silicon Valley singularity wasn't about creating better technology. It was about proving that human competition, creativity, and even chaos could reveal truths that perfect alien science had overlooked for millennia. Linda Martinez was changing her baby's diaper when her modified baby monitor started beeping. The small screen, augmented with scanner components bought from a local electronics store, showed a familiar pattern: alien surveillance drones, cloaked but not invisible to her jury-rigged detector. "Han," she called to her husband, "the neighbors upstairs are at it again." Across the city, across the world, similar scenes were playing out. Ordinary people had begun incorporating scanner technology into everyday devices. The aliens, expecting a coordinated military response to their presence, found themselves instead facing millions of civilians armed with modified household appliances. Tom Chen, no relation to Sarah, discovered that his microwave, with a simple scanner modification, could detect alien energy signatures through walls. He posted the instructions online. Dinner and surveillance in one convenient package. The post went viral among home improvement enthusiasts. The revolution started in the suburbs. Parents installed scanner-equipped security cameras to watch for alien activity near schools. Taxi drivers modified their GPS units to avoid areas with cloaked alien vessels. Even pet owners got involved, adding scanners to collar cameras to track strange energy signatures their animals had always reacted to. The aliens' sophisticated infiltration protocols were useless against this grassroots surveillance network. Their stealth ships, designed to evade military radar, were being tracked by modified doorbell cameras and smart thermostats. Sarah Chen watched the phenomenon spread with a mixture of awe and concern. The kitchen sink defense network, as the media dubbed it, wasn't just detecting alien activity. It was changing human society. People were adapting to the reality of alien presence not with fear, but with practical innovation. The turning point came when a group of smart home enthusiasts in Seattle integrated their scanner-modified devices into a neighborhood-wide alert system. When cloaked alien ships appeared, everything from streetlights to garage doors responded. The aliens couldn't move without triggering a cascade of domestic technology. Attempts to jam the network failed spectacularly. Each household had different modifications, different frequencies, different detection methods. Blocking them all would require shutting down every electronic device on Earth. The Galactic Council, watching their careful infiltration plans unravel, faced an unprecedented situation. Their military strategists had no protocol for dealing with millions of civilians, treating alien surveillance as a home improvement project. Linda Martinez's baby monitor became famous when it detected a cloaked alien diplomatic vessel during crucial negotiations. The aliens had chosen her apartment building for its strategic location, never expecting to be caught by a $30 device designed to watch for infant movement. The aftershocks reached far beyond Earth. Other civilizations, inspired by human ingenuity, began developing their own household detection systems. The galaxy's power structure, built on technological superiority, faced disruption from modified toasters and enhanced refrigerators. Sarah Chen received a message from a Galactic Council representative. How do we negotiate with a species that turns their kitchens into defense systems? Her reply was simple. You don't. You learn to live with a civilization that values practical solutions over perfect ones. The kitchen sink defense network proves something fundamental about humanity. Give humans a problem, and they'll solve it with whatever tools they have at hand. The aliens had expected resistance from armies and governments. Instead, they got millions of home inventors treating galactic security like a DIY project. And somewhere in her apartment, Linda Martinez's baby giggled as another alien ship tried, and failed, to sneak past his enhanced baby monitor. When the Galactic Council issued their ultimatum, cease all scanner development or face sanctions, they expected compliance. What they got instead was anonymous_scanner_42, a mysterious online entity that turned the entire situation upside down. The leak started small. Detailed scanner blueprints appeared simultaneously on thousands of servers worldwide. But these weren't just human designs. They included annotated alien technical documents, translated into every major Earth language, with notes comparing alien and human approaches to detection technology. Jade Wong, a cybersecurity expert in Hong Kong, was among the first to verify the leak's authenticity. Someone didn't just steal this data, she announced on her tech blog. They understood it well enough to explain it to everyone from quantum physicists to high school students. The files spread faster than any censorship effort could contain them. Every time the aliens managed to take down a server, the data would appear on 10 more. The technical specifications were being shared through everything from social media to online gaming chat rooms. But the real impact wasn't on Earth. The leak reached other primitive civilizations throughout the galaxy. Species previously dismissed as technologically backward began adapting human scanner principles to their own unique circumstances. On a water world in the Orion Arm, aquatic beings modified the scanner designs to work through liquid methane. A silicon-based civilization near the galactic core adapted the technology to function in extreme heat. Each adaptation revealed new applications that even humans hadn't considered. Sarah Chen received an encrypted message from anonymous_scanner_42. The primitives are rising. The galaxy needs this. The signature matched quantum patterns she'd seen in her original scanner designs. Someone, or something, had been planning this from the start. The Galactic Council's response was chaos. Their entire power structure, built on technological superiority, began crumbling as formerly primitive species developed detection capabilities that matched or exceeded alien stealth technology. A civilization of colonial insects created organic scanners that could detect quantum fluctuations through biological processes. Gaseous beings in the Perseus Arm developed scanner networks that operated through atmospheric disturbances. Each innovation built upon human principles while adding unique perspectives. The leak didn't just spread technology. It spread the human approach to innovation. Species that had been stuck in technological dead ends began experimenting with jury-rigged solutions and open collaboration. Jade Wong's analysis revealed something stunning. The leaked documents weren't just technical specifications. They contained a hidden message encoded in the quantum signatures themselves. When properly analyzed, they revealed the location of a vast network of hidden quantum receivers, an internet for the oppressed species of the galaxy. The Galactic Council found themselves facing not just human defiance, but a galaxy-wide revolution in technological development. Their carefully maintained hierarchy of civilizations was being replaced by a chaotic web of innovation and collaboration. Anonymous_scanner_42's final message appeared on screens across Earth. The universe is too vast for any one species to control its secrets. The future belongs to those willing to share knowledge freely. Sarah Chen, studying the message's quantum signature, finally understood. The leak hadn't been an act of defiance. It had been the galaxy's immune system responding to technological monopoly. Human scanner technology had been the catalyst, but the revolution had been waiting to happen. The Great Galactic Leak marked the end of technological secrecy as a source of power. In its place arose something far more potent, an interstellar network of civilizations united not by technological advancement, but by the shared belief that innovation belongs to everyone. Dr. Sarah Chen hadn't slept in 48 hours, sustained only by coffee from her ancient coffee maker. As she waited for another pot to brew, she noticed something odd in the heating element's interference pattern on her scanner display. The quantum fluctuations didn't match any known alien signature. They revealed something far more fundamental. "It's not about the technology," she muttered, spilling coffee as revelation struck. "It's about how we're looking at reality itself." Her hands shaking, she began modifying her coffee maker's heating element with scanner components. Each test confirmed her theory. Human technology, built to work around limitations rather than overcome them, was detecting quantum patterns that alien sensors were too sophisticated to notice. The coffee maker became her proof of concept. Its simple heating cycle, combined with scanner technology, created a perfect observation window into quantum mechanics. The aliens had built their entire civilization on quantum manipulation, but they'd never thought to look at how ordinary electromagnetic fields interacted with quantum states. Word spread through the scientific community. Researchers worldwide began examining mundane electronic devices with new eyes. A toaster in Berlin revealed patterns in quantum entanglement. A blender in Tokyo demonstrated principles of quantum superposition that contradicted alien physics textbooks. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, working from her lab in Buenos Aires, made the crucial connection. "Their technology is too perfect," she announced during an emergency conference call. "They've engineered around the quantum noise that our primitive devices have to work through. But that noise contains fundamental information about the universe." The alien response was immediate and unexpected. Instead of trying to suppress the discovery, their leading scientists requested access to human household appliances. Sophisticated alien laboratories were suddenly filled with Earth's most basic electronics, each modified with scanner technology. Sarah's coffee maker became the center of attention. Alien quantum physicists studied it with a mixture of confusion and admiration. Their most advanced sensors couldn't replicate its ability to detect certain quantum states their civilization had accidentally engineered out of their observation capabilities generations ago. The breakthrough came when a graduate student in Mumbai combined scanner data from thousands of household devices worldwide. The quantum noise patterns, when viewed together, revealed a previously unknown layer of reality. The universe wasn't just stranger than aliens had imagined, it was stranger than they could have imagined with their perfect technology. Sarah published her findings in a paper titled "Quantum Observation Through Imperfect Systems: A Human Approach to Universal Constants." It was the first human scientific paper to be distributed throughout the galaxy, read by civilizations that had previously dismissed Earth as a technological backwater. The implications were staggering. Alien civilizations had built their technology on an incomplete understanding of quantum mechanics. Their drive for perfection had created a blind spot, one that only human primitive technology could see through. As Sarah made another pot of coffee in her now famous coffee maker, she reflected on the irony. Humanity's greatest contribution to galactic science wasn't a technological breakthrough, but a philosophical one. Sometimes the best way to understand the universe is to embrace imperfection. The quantum coffee maker incident, as it became known, marked a turning point in galactic scientific history. It proved that advanced technology wasn't always the answer. Sometimes, you needed a primitive device and a fresh perspective to see what perfection had hidden all along. The crisis hit without warning. Across the galaxy, faster-than-light travel systems began failing catastrophically. Advanced alien civilizations watched helplessly as their perfect technology crumbled, victims of the quantum instabilities they'd never learned to detect. But on Earth, a network of modified household appliances saw it coming. Linda Martinez's baby monitor picked up the first signs. The quantum distortions affecting alien ships created patterns her scanner-modified device recognized from monitoring the cascade. Across the globe, similar readings appeared on thousands of jury-rigged sensors. Sarah Chen coordinated the response from her lab, now cluttered with both alien technology and Earth appliances. Their FTL drives are hitting quantum resonance patterns they never knew existed. She explained to an emergency gathering of human and alien scientists, but our scanners can see them. The solution emerged not from advanced alien labs, but from a worldwide network of humans tinkering with modified devices. A retired engineer in Kenya discovered that certain quantum frequencies could stabilize the distortions. A teenage programmer in Seoul developed an algorithm to predict where the failures would occur. The aliens watched in amazement as humans approached the problem with their characteristic mix of improvisation and collaboration. While alien scientists struggled with failing quantum computers, humans worked with simple devices that could still see through the chaos. Alex Rivera's Oracle AI, running on modified gaming computers worldwide, analyzed the patterns. The quantum instabilities weren't random. They followed rules that only became visible when viewed through imperfect human technology. The final piece came from an unexpected source. A food truck operator in Mexico City, using a scanner-modified microwave to track alien activity, discovered that certain combinations of electromagnetic fields could neutralize the quantum distortions. His quick and dirty solution, tested on failing alien ships in Earth's orbit, worked perfectly. Sarah Chen presented the complete solution to the Galactic Council. Human scanner technology, combined with ordinary electromagnetic fields, could stabilize faster-than-light travel throughout the galaxy. The fix wasn't elegant or perfect, but it worked. The Council faced a choice: accept help from a primitive civilization or watch their interstellar civilization collapse. Their decision was unanimous. Within days, human scanner designs were being implemented on ships throughout the galaxy. But the real change was more profound. The galaxy's advanced civilizations had to accept an uncomfortable truth. Sometimes the best way to solve an advanced problem is to look at it through primitive eyes. Human technology, built to work around limitations rather than overcome them, had seen what perfect alien science had missed. Sarah Chen received the highest honor the Galactic Council could bestow, though she insisted on accepting it while holding her original jury-rigged scanner, built from hospital scraps and hope. The universe isn't perfect, she told the assembled alien dignitaries. It's messy, chaotic, and full of noise. Maybe that's why humans are so good at understanding it. We never expected perfection in the first place. The legacy of human scanner technology wasn't just saving faster-than-light travel. It was teaching the galaxy that progress doesn't always mean moving toward perfection. Sometimes it means embracing imperfection and finding solutions in unexpected places. As ships across the galaxy adopted human-inspired scanning systems, aliens began to understand what humans had known all along. The most powerful technology isn't always the most advanced. Sometimes, the best solutions come from simple devices, human ingenuity, and the willingness to see beauty in imperfection. The age of perfect alien technology was over. The era of human innovation had begun.